All right, shalom to the elect men, women, and children of the nation of Yasharallah, all right, the nation of Israel, who today are ignorantly known as the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians. All right, we are in fact the biblical Hebrew Israelites, the true people of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, all right, whose name is Yahweh, in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai. And with that being said, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor, to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash. That's the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai, all right? The world calls Yahweh Shai Jesus Christ in ignorance, but his name is Yahweh Shai, and he is the savior of the nation of Yasharallah, and he is on his way back to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, all right? Salutations, shalom, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah, all right? The true leaders that the Most High set up of the nation of Israel, they being the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, okay? And salutations and shalom to you brothers that's out there that's fighting and enduring for your crown in this labor of love, okay? Coming back out another week to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, all right? Babylon the Great being America. And this place is on its way out, okay? We see all these prophecies coming to pass. Here it is, we're, what, two and a half months away from 2021, okay? 2020 went by, 2020 flew by, you know? 2020 flew by. And just in this year alone, so much has taken place concerning prophecy. And that's why the spirit of Yahweh Bashma Shai was put on the Apostle Tahar to coin 2020 the year of prophecy. And this year has been indeed a year of prophecy. And we're waiting on pretty much the last major prophecy before the destruction, which is the RFID chip, okay? And that RFID chip is the mark of the beast spoken about in the scriptures in Revelation chapter 13, all right? And that's one of Esau's, what's the word? That's one of his, I guess you can say, trump cards, all right? Not to be, not to reference Donald Trump, but that's one of Esau's trump cards, that RFID chip, in fully establishing his new world order, and him thinking in his mind that he's going to live forever and continue forever, which we already know that's not the case. And so, I may have to stop a couple times because this wind is picking up today. Okay, this wind is pretty heavy today. But I'm going to start off with this. Psalms chapter 49, verse 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Right, and who is that talking about? Esau, okay? Esau's inward thought is that his kingdom, all right, his heritage, his whole establishment, his beast system, all right, is going to continue forever. His wicked ways and him being in the rulership seat is going to continue forever. And by him bringing in that RFID chip and getting everybody chipped and establishing what he calls his new world order, that's him thinking in his mind, or his inward thought, that he's going to continue forever. And we know that's not the case. We know that Yahweh Shai is going to return and take down this wicked kingdom, all right? This kingdom set up by Esau, and the rulership of Esau as well as the other nations, these heathen nations, and establish the Israelites on top, all right? So it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, right? And everywhere Esau goes, and brings that destruction and death, okay, and wicked philosophies and everything. Everywhere he goes and he changes the landmarks, he changes the names, he changes the names of the people. Okay, all the people today that have these different or the names of the nations, it's not even their actual names, man. Okay, it's not even their biblical names. All right, they were names that Esau gave them, basically. Okay, like Iran, for instance. Okay, Iran was not always known as Iran. Right, when you go back into the scriptures, Iran is known as Persia. Okay, But these devils, they got into that place or that land. They brought in their philosophy. Okay. When you go back to the Shah of Iran, that was Esau getting into that land, man. Okay. And then you had the Persians that kicked the Shah of Iran out. All right. They got rid of the Shah of Iran, and ever since then they've been trying to keep Esau out of their land. Okay, they've been fighting to keep Esau out of their land, you know. But I think it was back in 1933 they changed their name to either 33 or 35. They changed their name to Iran. Before that, it was Persian. Okay, but the point being, Esau goes around and he changes the names of all the lands, man. Okay, and they call them after their own names, like this land here, America. Okay, it was not always known as America. How did it get that name of America? Because Esau came over here and raped, robbed, and pillaged the land. All right, raped, robbed the people who are the Israelites. Okay, the tribes of Reuben, the tribes of Gad. Okay, I will pick up the sign, you know, but my hands are kind of full. But the tribes of Reuben, the tribes of Gad. Okay, and then going down to the what they call South America today. All right, the tribes of Naphtali, the tribes of Zebulun, the tribes of Manasseh. Well, that was over in the islands, Manasseh, Ephraim, okay, Manasseh and Ephraim, Asher, Issachar, okay. So Esau came over here and they raped, robbed, and pillaged the land and slaughtered off millions of Israelites, man, okay. Millions upon millions of Israelites and stole this land. And they just celebrated, well, pretty much they're trying to take away the celebration of Christopher Columbus, but for all these years they've been celebrating this dude Christopher Columbus Day, which was this past what, Monday I think it was, you know. And now they calling it Indigenous Day, but now Esau is trying to right his wrong, so to speak. It's too late for that, you know. It's too late for that. All while at the same time trying to establish this new world order and prepare to fight Yahweh Shai when he returns. See? So, hey, that's the devil for you. He's trying to come at you. He's trying to come in a cunning way like he's sorry, but at the same time, well, let's get it. What it say? Let me get it. This is Psalm chapter 55, and I may start up. Okay. Yep. Psalm 55 and 20. It says, "He hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant." Right. See, when Esau came over here, who did he put forth his hand against? The Israelites, man. Okay. Which it was prophesied he was going to do that, you know. When you go into the various books, man, okay? It was prophesied he's going to do that. The various prophecies like Genesis 49, for example. All right, it says, "Gad, a troop shall overcome thee." But at the end, Gad shall overcome at the last, right? So Esau, it was already prophesied Esau was going to do what he was going to do when he came over here, man. Okay? By touching the Israelites, by putting forth his hand against the Israelites. And with that comes a consequence against you, Esau, okay? Because you got these Edomites today, they're like, oh, that was our forefathers. But guess what? You got to pay for what your forefathers did, you know? We have to pay for what our forefathers did, so you got to pay for what your forefathers did, you know? But it says, "He hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant." Right, all the covenants Esau made with Jake when they came over here, all right, they broke every single last one of them. All them treaties they made with the native Indians, all right, with Gad and Reuben, should I say, which are called, they call the Seminoles and the natives, okay? All them treaties Esau made, he broke. And then what did he do? He sent Jake to reservations, man. Pretty much concentration camps, because that's all they are, concentration camps. You know? Even though now Gad and Reuben can freely move about off and on those reservations, shit, America is one big reservation now, you know? America as a whole, for Jake, is one big reservation, man. You know? So ain't nothing changed. And then you got these Jakes that's, you watch these different videos, Jake talking about, oh, this is why I'm paying, I'm like today, you know, I'm talking about today. This is why I'm voting for Donald Trump. This is why I'm voting for Joe Biden. Which both of them are devils, man, okay? And both of them have done nothing but pass legislations, okay, and laws against you Jakes, man, okay? That further our oppression. That further keeping us down. And you got Jake that's talking about vote, you know? You ain't supposed to vote, man. This ain't our rest, man. This ain't our kingdom, okay? Donald Trump is not your king. Joe Biden is not your king, man, okay? That's Esau's kings and princes. But you got Jake that's looking towards Esau for help, man, for support, you know, for deliverance. And that's going to be to your shame, man. You know, that's going to be to your shame at the end of the day. All you Jakes trusting in oppression and trusting in Egypt, okay, the shadow of Egypt. But let me continue. It says, yeah, man, hey, just going back, because it says he has broken this covenant. Hey, the scripture say, can a leopard change his spot? Can a leopard change his spot? So how can they that are accustomed to doing evil do good, man? Roughly paraphrasing. So you Jakes, man, you didn't, these devils just showed you their horns year after year after year after year. And you still thinking that somehow he's going to change, or somehow he's going to be good to you or whatever, you know? Hey, Joe Biden get in there, it's gonna be the same thing or even worse. All right? Donald Trump get back in there, it's gonna be the same thing and even worse. Because we're at the times of the end. And what it's saying, Revelation 12 and 12, these devils, they know they got a short time. So them knowing they got a short time, they're going to come down with great wrath, man. You know, and I'm roughly phrasing it. You know, they're going to come down with that great wrath. So you Jakes, man, you about to feel the wrath of Esau. You wicked Jakes, okay, that's settled on your leaves, that's trusting in oppression, that's not looking to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Bashim Shai, for deliverance. Okay, you're going to be caught up in the wrath of Esau at the end of the day, man. And you're going to be looking real stupid. See? You got, yeah, because it said, once again, it says he had broken his covenant. Donald Trump talking about a platinum plan. And hey, they know, them Edomites know you Jakes love platinum. You love hearing platinum. You know? Even though gold and silver is more precious than platinum, you know, not knocking platinum. Platinum is a precious, how can you say, a precious metal. Platinum is a precious metal. But Donald Trump, like, yeah, I know how to get these niggas to vote for me. I know how to get them to like what I'm saying. Just say platinum, you know. And that's some think tanks, you know, think tanks, they sit around, they're like, hey man, what can we name this, you know, and make these niggas love it. Let's name it platinum. They love platinum, you know. See, hey, these Edomites got you wicked Jakes you stupid Jakes in a trick bag, man, you know. It says, verse 12. Well, yeah, that's the point. Their inward, verse 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, right? So Esau, he's thinking in his mind, he's gonna find some way to live forever. He's thinking in his mind, America's gonna live forever. Okay, that Babylon the Great is gonna live forever. He's thinking in his mind that he's gonna defeat Yahweh Shai when Yahweh Shai returns. See? And he's sadly mistaken. Let's get this. And I may just read this whole chapter. Isaiah chapter 47. right, this is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Okay? It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Right. And dust means confusion. And Babylon means confusion. And America is Babylon. America is Babylon the Great, modern day Babylon, the land of confusion. All right? So the Lord is saying, come down. Right. America is falling. Babylon the Great is falling. All right? It's falling right before your eyes, Jake. That's why you wicked Jakes, how the hell are you trying to make it, still make it in America, man? How the hell are you talking about some voting when this place is on its way out, man? This place is collapsing. The economy, all right? There's no more jobs here. Okay, the little bit of jobs that's left, they're on their way out. All right? The dollar is losing its value. America as being the number one, so-called number one, okay, the status, all right, in the world is losing it. It's that power, you know, it's losing that savor amongst these other nations, because these other nations, when they hear America, they're like, oh wow, yeah, you know, I want to go to America, or oh, you're from America, oh wow, you know. Now they're like, you from America, they laugh at you. America is a laughing stock now, man. You know? And the whole world is watching and laughing at America, man. See? Because the world knows this place is on its way out through the Spirit. All right? The only ones that don't realize Esau is going down and America is going down is you bonehead, wicked jakes, man, that don't want to get right. Even Esau know they're going down. Hell, they tell you. You know? Even they know they're going down. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter. I'm sorry, yeah, O virgin daughter of Babylon, which is America. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, right? Because the Lord is taking that pomp and circumstance and that rulership and that power away from America, man. Okay, and all the experts, okay, all these historians, all these wise men of America, okay, these experts, they'll tell you this place is following the same path as Rome, which this place, America, ain't nothing but revived Rome. Okay, it came out of Great Britain, and Great Britain is a part of the 10 toes. Okay, Great Britain is a part of the beast. Okay, the EU, NATO is the beast, and the 10 horns upon that beast is the EU. And where did America come from? Great Britain. Okay, I think they call it Britannia. They used to call it Britannia. All right. And how did America, which is that little horn spoken about in Daniel chapter 7, I think it's Daniel 7. I'm gonna get it actually. You know, but that little horn came out of Britannia, man, or Great Britain, the UK, what they call the United Kingdom today. But really, it came out of Britannia because the UK is comprised of Britain, or Britannia, Scotland, and I didn't mean to say it in an English accent, Scotland, and what is it? Ireland, right? Ireland. See, but the U.S. came out of the UK through what they call the Revolutionary War, which was back in the 1700s. Okay, so let's get that in Daniel actually real quick. I think it's Daniel chapter 7. I'm gonna have to look for it real quick, so bear with me. It might be 8 actually. Okay, but this is good. This is good because it goes into the beast. Okay, talking about these different nations, these different kingdoms. I'm gonna actually get this in verse 19. It says, really, man, I'm gonna get that in verse 17. It says, these great beasts, which are four kings. See, so it's the 4 kings. which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. And that's kind of what I want to go into today through the Spirit, you know, because you got, remember this past year, I think it was December 20th, 2019, you have Esau created that Space Force, man. Donald Trump created that Space Force. And they're already talking about the anniversary for the Space Force and the first anniversary, you know, and they got their first cadets that went into basic training this past week for the Space Force. So Esau is preparing, okay? Esau in his mind, as I just read in Psalm 49:11, all right, in their inward thoughts, their inward thought is that they're going to continue forever. In his mind, he knows that Yahushua is going to come back and deliver the elect, okay? Deliver the Israelites, starting with the elect of the nation of Israel. And he knows the prophecy of, what is it? Revelation 12, I think, and 7, where it talks about Michael and his angels to fight, which Michael is the general of the armies of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Michael is the archangel of the armies of Yahweh Shema Shai. And Michael and his angels are going to fight with Esau, okay, the dragon. Hey, like that movie Independence Day, that's kind of a visual representation of that, you know. But it's not going to be a long drawn out battle, and Esau is not going to be taking down chariots, okay. Esau ain't going to shoot off a missile and then the chariot get hit. Nah, man, okay. That's Hollywood special effects. That's fairy tales and make-believe, like Snoop Dogg said. You know? Now it's going to be a swift victory through Yahushua, man. Okay? Instead of his father. All right? But these devils, they know the prophecies. They know they're the Edomites. They know their kingdom is going to go down. They know they're going to have to fight against Yahushua. Okay? The Most High is going to put it in their mind to do so. That's why Ronald Reagan said what he said at the UN Assembly all those years ago, that wouldn't we all come together and fight if there was some outside threat, you know, or some outside force? That's why they're coming up with they used to have a Space Force, okay? They used to have a Space Force. That's why, hey, the scriptures say there's no new thing under the sun. They used to have a Space Force, and I think it was around the time of Reagan. Okay, I think it might have been around the time of Reagan. And then they just put it off as like a side branch in the Air Force. They call it the Air Force Space Command. And now it's the United States Space Force. And force, when you use that word force, that means that you're enforcing something, or that you're going to use force, right? And that's what Esau is planning to do when Yahushua returns, man. When those clouds roll back, and Yahushua makes that grand entry, Esau is planning on using force, and other nations as well that's going to be aligned with Esau. They plan on using force against Yahushua, man. But see, Yahushua is coming back to take him down. He's not going to meet him as a man, you know. But it says, Daniel chapter 17, verse 17. These great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom, right? And that's when Yahushua returns. And who are the saints? The Israelites, man. Starting with the Israel of Israel, the elect, the VIPs. Okay? Lord willing, we're part of that number, you know. And possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever, right? That's why the Lord said, if this was my kingdom, my servants will fight. That's why back then the Lord, he didn't fight at that time, man. Okay, he came as a lamb, but when he returns, he's coming as a lion. All right? And his servants, the saints, are going to fight and possess the kingdom. And take the kingdom by force. All right? Verse 19. Then I will know the truth of the fourth beast. All right, so this is going in on the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others. exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron. Right. And when you go back, you go type in Iron Age in the Google, type in Iron Age, and I guarantee you the Roman Empire is gonna pop up. And there's this book that came out in 1858. It's called Edom, the Empire of Rome. Okay, the Edomite Empire, the Empire of Rome, or something like that. You know, something along those lines. I got it in the car. You know, but these Edomites, they know who they are. They know they know they're not Caucasians, or their biblical name is not Caucasian. Because Caucasian just means cave dweller, so they are Caucasians, but they know their biblical name is not Caucasian. They know they're not white. They know they're red. They know their forefather goes back to Edom or Esau. Esau is the progenitor of the so-called Caucasians today. Okay? These Edomites, they know that they first came into rulership during the time of the Greeks, man, with Alexander the Greek. All right? Which, hey, me personally, I believe dude, Donald Trump could be Alexander the Greek. You know, I'm not saying he is. I'm saying just you know, speaking as a man, you know, he could be Alexander the Greek, as well as Nero. You know. But these Edomites, they know that they're Edomites. That's why they're fighting so hard to uphold that lie, man. To uphold this lie that we're Hamites. They're trying to say we're Hamites. They're trying to say we're nobody. They're trying to hide all of our history. They burnt all the records. And then what did they do? During the time of the Renaissance, they painted up false images, man, and false history. You know, even to this day, they're painting up false histories. But the Most High is casting it down through this truth, man. Casting all those lies down with this truth. It says, the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and its nails of brass. Right. Yep. Which devoured, break in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. Because it was also known as the Greco-Roman Empire before it fully became the Roman Empire. Okay, and remember the Greek Empire was known as the brass. Okay, the belly is the belly of brass. All right, the belly and the thighs of brass. Okay, that's the Greco-Roman Empire. And then you had the legs of iron, which is that's the Roman Empire. Now, when you trickle it down to today, okay, you go all the way down to the bottom of the statue, which naturally, the bottom of a statue or the bottom of a statue modeled after a man is the feet. So the feet, which is really the end of your body, the beginning of your body is the head, and then the feet is the end. Okay, that's this kingdom today, the revived Roman Empire, which is the beast, okay, which is NATO and the EU, which America comes out of that once again. It says, and stamped the residue with his feet, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the 10 horns being that's the EU, okay, the 10 economic community commerce nations, the original EU nations, all right, that's the 10 horns. And of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake of very great things, right, very proud, whose look was more stout than his fellows. That's America. Okay, and it even talks about and that other horn, that little horn that came up, and 3 fell. That was the Spaniards, the British, and the French. Okay, go back into history. You had the Spanish-American War, you had the French-American War, and you had the Revolutionary War, which was with Britain. That's how pretty much America got established, through warfare. Okay, the Louisiana Purchase, all that land was owned by the French, and then it got sold, pretty much because the French lost that war. Okay? Same thing with the Spaniards. Like Florida. Florida was owned by Spain. Okay? Puerto Rico. America really owns Puerto Rico today, man. Puerto Rico is another a territory of the U.S. All right? And then the 13 colonies, they fought against them Edomites that was over here, fought against Britain, okay, to gain their so-called independence, right? So you had the three that fell: Spain, the Spaniards, the English, and the French. It says, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them until the Ancient of Days came, right? So that's when Esau came over here, and they took us. They took over this land, and they raped, robbed, and slaughtered Jake, man. You know. And this whole Folly Day season is them celebrating that, man. You know, you see it starts off with them celebrating one of their forefathers, Columbus, okay, and then it goes into the Thanksgiving, all right, so to speak. I think you got they call it the All Saints Day, which comes right after Halloween, which is right around the corner, which got a lot of Jakes ramping up to celebrate that demonic day, that's one of the high holy days of Esau. That's one of Esau's higher cult days, man. And then the day after that is All Saints Day, or All Souls Day. Then I think they got the Day of the Dead, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just a bunch of celebration of death. Celebration of death, man. That's all Esau celebrates, death and wickedness. You know? But we're going to celebrate the death of you, Esau. See, you celebrated the death of us. Okay? You celebrated the death of Yahushua. But see, Yahushua resurrected. That's what you forget. And Yahushua is coming back to resurrect his people. And we're going to celebrate the death of you Edomites and all you heathens, man. It's going to be a glorious and beautiful day, man. And a beautiful eternity. Because we're going to celebrate forever and ever. Forever, ever. It says, until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, right? Because the Lord is going to establish us and set us up as the judges in this earth, man. Over you Edomites and over you heathens. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said,